There we go.
We're in the right mat space?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did it. Didn't put the microphone volume on last video we made with the Nelsons. So it was all like without the mic, even though we were wearing it.
So you can, okay.
I mean, I'm so loud you can still hear me anyway. But
yeah, that's fair. I know, so am I.
I was like, what the hell? And then I realized, oh yeah, I have to press the button every time before I start recording to make sure it switches over to the microphone volume.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. All right. So in this video, we're going to go over the turtle armbar. So yeah, so we're going to do turtle armbar, and then next video probably dealing with Kimura attacks from turtle, like defending it. And then we'll probably move on to all the front headlock stuff, which I have quite a bit of stuff to go over from that. And then seated turtle at the very end, or the sit-out position. So we're probably, this will be like probably halfway video, I'd say. This is probably going to end up being like another 12 or 14 set video, or video set series. I don't know how I managed to pull it off, but I managed to talk too much, and we end up having like way more videos every time than I suspect on certain topics. Like I didn't think turtle was going to be that big of a topic until I started writing it down.
It's very detailed. So you can say that for sure.
All right, so the armbar position that we're going to be dissecting the defense on. There again, if you go on YouTube, there is hardly any video footage of instructionals teaching how to defend against the belly down armbar or the rolling armbar or the judo armbar, whatever the heck you want to call it. Pretty much the only things you see is that typical turn your thumb, jump over to the other side against the old way that they used to teach belly down armbar, where you're facing the floor. And all of that, there's like maybe 3 videos, and 2 of them are from like 2008 that I found anyway. I'm sure there's more deeper on the web, but like you can't really find a whole lot on the armbar defense from turtle. So that's what we're going to go over today. So there'll be more on the internet now.
Yeah.
All right. So the armbar position we're talking about, I'm just going to be on my hands and knees here just to make it easy for Mike to enter the position, but he's going to put one hook across my lap all the way across. Yep. Yep. He's going to hug my arm. He's going to face my legs as he slides his shin over my head and hooks the back of my head. Yeah, here. So this is the belly down armbar position here. So let's just rotate.
There we go.
Here. So Mike has his, what I would refer to as the bottom leg, hooking my far armpit here, curling his leg in. This leg here is the cross face, or the top leg. So he's either going to have it in the back of my head like he has now, or you'll have it curling here like this. Just loosen up your pressure on my arm. My arm's starting to go to sleep.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. So now that he's on his side facing my legs, he has all the range of motion to now break my arm in this position here, right? The old way that was taught to do the belly down armbar was like literally if Mike was to face the floor, like roll on his belly. This was the old way people used to teach how to do the belly down armbar position, where he's literally on the floor here, right? So I don't like this position as much because like your range of motion to break the arm basically is how hard into the floor you can bridge and lift your head up off the ground, basically. Also, your feet are more exposed facing the floor than they are when you're on your side, all right? So I don't know if it ever was the actual real way of doing belly down armbar, but I know back when I first started Jiu-Jitsu, this seemed to be the belly down armbar position. It's been fixed up over the years where now you face the legs instead of facing the floor, and you just have tighter control of the arm, and you have more range of motion to break the arm, right? It's the same with when he's in bottom of a normal armbar position where facing the ceiling. If just lay on your back facing your head that way. When I'm in the armbar position, right, if I'm facing the ceiling here like this, there's all this space under my legs. It's awkward to use my legs and curl. It's easier for you to come on top and stack me, right? This would be like the equivalent, just to go to your belly. This would be like the equivalent of me doing belly down armbar, facing the floor here, right? He could push my feet down a lot easier here, right? I only have so much range of motion here opposed to this position where now I can really, feel that, Mike?
Yeah.
Where I can really break his arm over my hip here. And my feet are a little bit more hidden. And I can get like a stronger bite with my legs when I'm going across instead of like into the floor. On that note, we're going to go over actually defending and escaping this position. So when he gets into it, I'm not going to really go over defending the entries. We're just going to start right in the position. Here, he slides over, and we're here. So get that leg deeper if you can. Yeah, there you go. So if I can, I do not want my arm to be pulled out and away from my body here, because then he's going to either break me or I'm going to have to roll to try and escape. So my first line of defense is to keep my arms in tight. If I have to, I can connect my hands together, but I don't prefer to defend this position by stacking or by connecting my hands together. Because when I stack, or I don't know why I keep saying stack, when I connect my hands together, I have less options to escape this position. All right. So what I prefer to do is once I know my arm is safe, I will tuck it under the pit of my knee on the inside here. So just move your leg for a second. So I'm going to basically tuck the wrist bone inside my knee and then kind of like close my knee on my wrist. So now for him to pull my arm out, it's going to be a lot harder, which is going to allow me to use my free arm to start just untangling his legs. So, yeah. Here. Nope.
Oh, there we go.
Here, just start it.
Yeah.
It's confusing when you just start in that position. Yeah, here. Boom. Arm in. Slides over. Here. All right. So my arm is now inside the pit of my knee here. So now if he tries to pull this arm out, go ahead. Like it's in there pretty good. All right. He's not going to be able to easily just pull it out in like no time. It's going to take him a little bit of time to pull this out if he even can. All right. Now that I have a free arm, I'm going to reach up. I'm going to grab his foot. I'm going to pull it off my head here like this and pin it to the floor. So this foot, the goal of this foot is to keep my posture broken. So once I remove this foot off my head, keep curling this leg into my armpit. Yeah. His goal with this leg was to break my posture. Now that I've removed it, I can lift my upper body now. The first thing I'll try and do is I'll kind of like lean away and I'll just limp arm right out. And then try and get top position here. Let's just back up a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not always going to work, but when it's sweaty and it's no gi, if I can remove that leg off my head, now I can posture up to limp arm my arm out. So if Mike has an overhook on me, overhook. Here, when you limp arm, you turn your hand down, free your elbow, and now I can just hold my forearm straight out. We're doing the same thing against his like grips on my arm from the armbar position. Here, okay, so we set his position. I set my arm inside my leg. I bring my head down to expose his foot, and I bring my hand up to the foot, and I slide it off my head, and then I pin it here. All right? So now, if Mike tries to control my posture here, it's hard because he only has this one leg on my shoulder. That's the only thing that's controlling my posture right now. All right? So I can't posture up completely unless I'm like a powerhouse and I can like lift him right up off the ground, which I'm not. All right, but I can lift my head a lot more than when he had both of his legs controlling my posture. All right, now when I'm ready, I'm going to build up pressure, and then when I feel ready, I'm going to let go of my leg, turn the hand to the floor, and then air guitar, like limp arm my arm out, and then I keep this ankle so when he tries to re-guard, it's a little bit more difficult now. right? And then I take top position. Maybe I get the pass, maybe I get back to top guard, but I'm out of the armbar position. Let's go to that position again. He might not have his foot on top of my head. He might be using a cross-face leg instead. So just go everything the same, and then I'll show you the different. So instead of having this, he might have this, where he's curling with both legs. Yeah, it's going to be the same idea. I'm going to bring my arm in, and I'm going to pin it to the floor. All right, one sec.
Did you lose your mic?
I did. Somehow I lost the thing for it too. Like the, what do you want to call it?
The little thing? It's probably in your shirt, maybe.
I'll pause the video and I'm going to start it again. All right, sorry about that. What is this even called? That part right here.
Fluffy piece? I don't
know.
Anyways,
the anti-muffler piece.
Mic cover?
The mic cover managed to find its way in my clothes. I don't know where. I had to take my shirt off and just like shake my clothes out. Somewhere in there. Anyway, so the same idea. If he curls with a cross-face leg, I'm just going to remove the leg off my face and pin it to the mat. So let's just do it one more time. So we're here. He slides over. And instead of having it hooking, yeah, he's hooking like this. Here, one sec. I'm going to put this right here for now.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So instead of putting this on the back of my head, he's going to be curling, so like get like a deeper bite of my head. Yeah, here. All right. So this is not as good for controlling posture, but it's good for keeping me from bringing my head away. I'm just going to reach up, pin the leg, and now same thing. If I can, I'll air guitar. But if he has a really strong bite on this arm, and I just feel like there's no way I'm going to limp arm out, and if I do, I feel like he's going to break my arm in the process. Instead of limping out, I'm going to hop over to the other side. And now I'm in top of side control.
That's always fun.
All right.
At least I knew it was coming, so.
For this one, just put it back on the top of my head.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter. The state's going to be the same. And that way it doesn't keep pulling off my mic. All right. So we're here. He slides over. I keep my arm buried in my leg. I remove the leg off my head. And now I can posture a little bit. I feel like if I try and rip my arm out, Mike might straighten my arm and break me from here. So instead, I'm just going to step over his head. Back step, and now I've turned the corner here. I'm in like a side control position, right? I need to make sure that Mike doesn't like regain the position by like getting a knee inside here and throwing a leg back over, because now he can go back to finishing me again. This freaking Mike.
The mic's going to be tough for this position.
Yeah. All right. So we have to make sure we make it around the knee line. All right, if he's able to get his knees and his legs back on us, we gotta get free. All right. So this is kind of like the typical belly down armbar escape that was taught online in 2008. The one where you hop over to the other side. You got to make sure your thumb is facing the right direction, which I didn't actually mention. But when I'm in this position here, what?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I thought you were saying something's here.
No.
So when I'm in the armbar position, I got to make sure my thumb's facing. Like my hand basically is on his chest, right? So that way he's not able to, like I'm able to turn in the right direction without getting my arm broken, right? If my arm is getting broken as I try and jump over the other side, I'm not escaping anymore, right? So he always wants my thumb facing away, right? So just lay down on your back for a second in the armbar position. No, like just face this way, here. So he wants my thumb facing away from him, right? So now he can be in the back of my elbow. When I turn my hand facing his chest, now my elbow is no longer being broken because it's facing that way. He'd have to adjust his body, right? We're doing that from the belly down position, where my hand is facing myself here, and I can hop over where I'm not getting broken right away. All right? Yeah. So next, I can't free the head. We're going to go into the next thing we can do from the belly down or turtle armbar position. So he's here. He slides over. I hide my leg inside, or my arm inside my leg, and I feel like, God damn, this guy's strong. I just cannot break this grip on the top of my head. Instead, I'm going to do a backstroke. Right? So he has a hook on my armpit here. If I just try and reach back, I can't grab it because he's behind my arm. But if I go forwards and then back, like a backstroke, I can free myself of that hook. Now I can take this hook and put it between my legs here, right? So now from here, this loosens up his grip. I might be able to just rip my arm out from here, or I'll roll through, where now he doesn't have a cross-face leg, and my legs are trapping his leg here, okay? From here, I can lift my arms up, go over the leg, and then come on top, right? That's one way I can get out. Another way is I can just slip my elbow to the floor. We're gonna need a backup for this one. I feel like that was probably too close to be able to get on camera, but we'll see. So,
I'm sure.
So here, he rolls into the armbar. Okay. Immediately, I'm keeping my arm in tight so he can't separate from my body. Here, he's got death grips. I just can't get this one off my head. Forwards, and then back. Now I can expose the foot. I push it down, and I step over and I trap it between my legs here. All right? So this already loosens his grip because he's not able to pinch his knees together as well because I'm keeping his legs apart. And now from here, I'll do a front roll facing that way, rolling over my trapped shoulder. Here. Right? And now I have his leg trapped. And this one is pinned on the floor. So this is a pretty hard position. Try and armbar me from here. Like he...
No.
Even if
I don't even... No, I can't even go to the
even
side.
if he was able to put pressure on it, I'm able to lift my head to relieve pressure because he can't keep my head down.
Yeah.
Right? And now from here I have two options. Since I have his legs trapped in between my leg and his head leg off the floor, or his cross-face leg on the floor off my head, I can either move my head away and drop the elbow to the floor, or we can do what we did earlier, where I walk my body over his legs so that he can't get it back over my face. And then from here, I simply just come on top. Back into like a closed guard or a half guard since his leg is between my legs. So if we can't remove the top leg, we're going to stuff and trap the bottom leg, what I refer to as the bottom leg, the one that's in my armpit. All right? Okay. We can't do either one of those things. We'll do what we're doing next now. So he goes back into the armbar position. Here, I keep my arm safe. He slides into the armbar position here, and I feel like his legs are just glued to me, right? I just cannot remove them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step over his head. Step over his head. Yeah, keep your legs glued to me. And I'm going to force him into an armbar from closed guard here. And now he's likely going to switch the leg over my head here. I'm going to use my knee under his butt. If his butt's really low, I'm going to turn the corner to lift his butt and then step my knee under. Now I have like a kickstand here. If he tries to put his butt back down on the ground, he can't because I have a kickstand under his butt. And now from here, let's just rotate this way. From here, my wrist is inside my other arm. So that's hard for him just to break me from here. All right? It's also hard for him to break me from here because he's upside down. For him to break me, he needs to do a deadlift.
And he's struggling breathing.
So he's going to have a hard time extending his hips into it when he's upside down, carrying my weight on top of him. All right? Now from here, I'm going to shake, 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 shake. And then now my arm's free. Now I can start passing the guard. And I've escaped the position. I don't just yank my arm out in one big yank, because if it gets caught, it gets tighter before it gets loose. Yeah. So if you try to do one big yank, you might get caught halfway, and then you're getting broken even harder than you were in the first place. All right? So one more time.
Yeah.
He's like, this is the most rolling arm bars I've done in my life.
100%.
So he spins over the top here. I'm trying to like pull my arm out. I'm trying to remove his stuff. I can't. I step over. and I force him into a stack. Step my knee under his butt. He's going to put his leg over my face a lot of the time so he can try and extend me away. And then now from here, shake, shake, shake. And now my arm is out. Now from here, I'm free. You will have to watch out for one thing though. He might try and open his leg to catch me in a triangle. When he does, put my arm back in. Because he wants one arm in, one arm out when he back steps. Right? When I put my arm in, there's no more triangle. All right, so you will have to watch out for him switching to a triangle when I pull my arm out. All right. We're getting close to the end now. So now we're going to deal with him like rolling us through. So he gets into this position here, and then he goes, yeah, here. All right. So from this position, I'm just trying to think of the best angle. Let's rotate. Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going. Probably here. All right. So now you got a nice view of my butt, of my ankles, and what he's gonna do is if he can't pull my arm out to armbar me, one thing he's gonna do is he's gonna keep his arm hooking my arm, and his outside arm is gonna reach and grab my foot. And he's gonna pull the foot towards him here, which pulls this foot. And then he's gonna hug that one. You're gonna hug this one. And now he can just pull me over top here. And now I'm in this like supine armbar position. All right, so let's go back.
Oh, nicely done.
All right, so I don't want him to be able to expose my ankles. So I'm going to windshield wiper my ankles. I'm going to try my best to sit my butt down here. So this already trying to grab my ankles now. Like this is already harder for him to grab my ankles. All right?
Yeah, no.
And if I can free my head, now I can really sit back on my ankles, right? But if I can't, he's going to be able to use his legs to keep my posture broken, bring me forward, which takes me off my ankles, right? Now he can grab it. He can start torquing my knees here.
So rolling you again?
Yeah. So now as he rolls me through, I got to keep this leg off my head. Here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Scissor my legs and come on top. All right? So if I get rolled through, I think you're sitting on the mic. Oh no, it's in my shirt.
I felt something.
I was
like, is that the mic?
All right. So if we feel like they're going to roll us through, pin that bottom leg or top leg. All right. The other thing we'll do is we're going to pass them by the same side. So he goes to that position again. Here, he rolls through. Boom. He grabs my ankle. And then grabs my other ankle, rolls me through. Right. If I can keep this, where did it go now? Oh, no, it's still there. Right. I try and keep, let's just rotate just a tiny bit. So if I can keep this leg pinned, great. But one thing that he might do to counter this is step this foot over my far shoulder. Here. Now I'm in a triangle threat. Now if I keep driving, he has his foot blocking my shoulders. All right? So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to
just hold it.
I'm going to walk my hips towards his hips to expose his feet. I'm going to pass his feet to the same side. All right? Now his feet are on the same side. You need to make sure his knee stays to the same side. All right? If he's able to open his knee, it's going to be hard for me to go around the corner now. Right? So I need to bridge and push his knees to the other side. From here, I can simply pull my arm out, or I can bridge, come on top into that same position where we went around the corner of the knees there. All right?
That's a good one.
So that's if they roll us. The other time that we're going to do this is if he pulls our arm out and he actually separates our grips before we're able to defend. So we're in this rolling armbar position or turtle armbar. Here, He slides over, and instead of rolling me over, he just ends up being able to unlock my hands. Now I'm going to have to roll through to try and defend so I don't get broken, right? Just like we did before. All right. These mics are being.
It's just because
it's a position that we're doing.
Yeah. It's like we're doing rear naked chokes with them. It's like.
So the other last thing that we'll go over dealing with is our partner realizes they can't roll us through. They can't pull our arm out. One thing they're going to do is they're going to take their leg off our head and try and insert a hook. All right. So let's see. So we're here in the armbar position from Turtle. Here, he slides over. Yeah. So he realizes he can't roll me over. He can't pull my arm out. One thing he's going to do is he's going to backstep this leg. You're going to get up and you're going to almost go behind me and try and take my back with this leg now.
Back, like.
Here, let me do it to you.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm like.
So we're here. Boom, 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 here, right? And I feel like you're gonna put your arm inside. I feel like I just can't roll through. I can't pull the arm out. Here, I'm gonna come back up, and I'm gonna be able to take his back. Here, right? So basically, just kind of like unwind the position to get back on top.
Okay.
When they do that, all we're gonna do, I'm not even gonna go over it.
Okay.
All we're gonna do is tripod escape system, right?
Oh, we've already done.
Yeah, so all this armbar stuff, assumed they had one hook in, right? So this whole system, you started with the hook across
the whole
my
time,
lap,
yeah.
right? So if he starts going back to taking my back, we're just gonna go back to the tripod escape system. Where we're blocking out that second hook, right? Making a tripod and finding our way to escape through the 14 or whatever videos it was.
Yeah. It was, I think it was 14.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure.
Or no, I think that was 10. 14 was headquarters.
Oh, that's right.
All right, so I think we covered everything.
Actually, people were talking about that with the headquarters video, which was helpful.
What?
We were rolling with. They were like, they were watching the headquarters.
Who
video.
was?
I forget who it was. There was a couple of people that were talking about it.
I know Owen used one thing, or no, he used tripod.
No, it was the headquarters thing specifically. I forget who it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways.
Yeah, so I think we covered everything with the rolling armbar. I never really talked about defending the triangles and stuff like that from like that belly down armbar position. But that's all right. But we went over freeing the top leg, stuffing the bottom leg, forcing the closed guard, and then dealing with rolling through. Those are going to be like your main ways to deal with this, like turtle armbar or rolling armbar or belly down, judo armbar, whatever you want to call it. Those are going to be the main ways that you deal with it. And you're not always going to be able to force which one you want. Sometimes it's based off of like what they're doing and how they're countering you, right? So, yeah. Hopefully that covers pretty well everything that you guys need to know about the turtle armbar. Next will be the hip step Kimura and like the T Kimura, how to shut that down from turtle. So,
all right. Good stuff.